Hello everybody, my name is Ash, welcome back to Skyrim. Lost my train of thought. Elder Knowledge. Learn about the Elder Scroll. So they theorise that people might know over in... What the hell? Over in the College of Winterhold. So we're going to go get ourselves a wagon to Winterhold, and this opens up a good opportunity for us to level up our regeneration. Now, I'm not going to do the College of Winterhold quest line because, I mean, this video series is going to be purely just the main quest followed by the DLCs. But maybe in a completely separate video, I might do it.
But we can avoid them if we do not stay in one place for too long. What? Take a look.
The question is where's our wagon guy? Where's the guy with the wagon? I'm still getting my bearings here because I just spent like the past day editing all the footage and rendering it out from the Skyrim playthrough. It's gonna be chopped up a little bit. Where the fuck is the where is he? Oh, here he is.
Yes? Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Go to Winterhold. You notice that some of these towns cost more. I believe it's because they don't have
Climb and back
stables,
and we'll be off.
and also that they're like they're not cities. They're more like shitholes.
Get up there.
Yeah, my whole.
Hope you're not getting too wet back there.
But yeah, yesterday I was editing footage. I went to cinema, saw that Bohemian Rhapsody film. Pretty good, but some of the some plot points in it kind of takes liberties with some of the facts.
Dragon!
Oh.
Everyone inside, now!
Time to finish this.
Got more of that.
That felt refreshing.
There we go.
Time for you to die.
Wait for this fucker to land. You know what, fuck it. This is going to take a long time, but with just these shitty soldiers doing the arrows, but She don't give a shit. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's marked as essential. Oh fuck, that dragon has just landed in the middle of the college. That's not good.
Time for you to die.
Whatever. Go in the Jarl's Longhouse for now and see what happens. You forget that there's a Jarl of Winterhold because the main focus of this place is the college, not the politics. But yeah, you notice that most of the shithole towns have basically a very basic Jarl hall. They all look like this basically. No, there's no like big meal tables or anything. You like where does the Jarl and his people host dinner? Like here, mate? Nah, doubt it. It's a bit weird. That's weird. I like the fact that I boot up the game and I've still got my keyboard bindings like set to stuff in the background.
I'll kill you, Wick. Guess it's all clear now. Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
Why are you out here?
I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here?
May I enter the college?
Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within?
I seek the knowledge of the Elder Scrolls.
Do you? It is true there are some here who have spent years studying the accumulated knowledge of the scrolls. But what you seek does not come easily, and can destroy those without a strong will. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will.
Okay, that's supposed to be a very hard check. Would you grant entry to the Dragonborn?
Dragonborn? It's been so long since we've had any contact with the Greybeards. Do you really have the voice? I would be most impressed to see that. Greetings.
Okay, let's do the where is it?
Welcome to the College of Winterhold. How did you do that? So the stories are true. You are Dragonborn. Normally, you'd need to show some aptitude with one of the schools of magic. But you... I think there is much that we can learn from each other. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
Alright, let's do it.
No matter what, the college will endure.
Dekeepus, what are you doing in there? What? Don't look at him, he's just staring at me. Don't give a shit. He don't give a shit. He broke into the college to fight a dragon. He don't give a shit. It's open, the dragon died.
Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on.
Uh-huh. Come on, get a move on. Is this supposed to be impressive? Casting light? Yeah, I don't care. Come on, move. Fuck, you ain't a student.
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
I'd like to train in destruction.
I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
Ah, she's a master. Okay. Holy shit, they actually killed the dragon. Ah! How about that?
Welcome to the college.
I was told to come and see you.
Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin?
I'd love to have a look. Have a look around.
Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements.
State of your
It's
hair.
our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
I think I have something to transmute.
After I finish showing you the grounds, we can talk.
Restoration is a perfectly valid... You consider restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study, don't you? Don't you?
Of course it's valid.
Good. Good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who would disagree. It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages in.
I'd like training in
I'll
restoration
gladly
magic.
share my knowledge with you.
Gonna jump up in price from then on. Can't afford the remaining ones. So you're being treated badly because of your work.
Well, no, not really. Not directly, I mean. But I know things are being said behind my back. Conversations cease when I enter rooms. I'm quite aware of what's going on here, and I will not stand for it. All right, then.
Okay.
Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
Now, since I'm running low on money, I'm going to have to make a point to pick up anything I can, just so I can sell it, because I'm starting to get a bit skint. Cause this is someone else's room and it'll be stealing if I go in there. Take anything from in there.
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
Look, it's Minya. Oh, she did. Oh.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies.
Who are you talking about?
Feralda, don't act like she didn't say anything. I know her, and I know what she's been up to.
What's your problem with Feralda?
My problem with her? She's the one who has a problem with me. She's threatened by me, by my skill as a wizard, by my elegance and posture, by my superior good looks. But she is not going to get the better of me. Oh no, I won't let it get to me one bit. That's what she's after. She's trying to undermine my confidence, make me doubt myself. Well, it won't work, I tell you. Mm-hmm.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
What's your story?
Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely.
What is it you do here?
I am an advisor to the Archmage. The Thalmor wish to promote relations with your college. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice.
Does the Archmage often ask for advice?
Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting.
Okay, he's just some Thalmor agent. I'll deal with him when we can.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is... by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
I think we should learn something practical.
Is that so?
See, he agrees with us too. Why don't you actually show us something?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells?
I have a ward spell, but I've never really used it.
That's what this lesson is for. Perfect time to try it out. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell, and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell, and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
Okay, first lessons.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
I'd say it's necessary. Let's look at the Red Eagle. There we go. Quite as key, eh?
I don't want to see you treat any of these books poorly. Are we clear? You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance?
Your Arcanium is so lovely and quiet. Don't fret, my fanged acquaintance. I shan't trouble you a bit.
Is there any business I can assist with?
If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure valuable books from some more dangerous locations.
I'm ready for some adventure.
Well, all right. Here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out, but be careful.
What do you have for sale?
Please make sure your hands are clean before touching anything, all right?
I'm looking for an Elder Scroll.
And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy?
Of course I do. Do you have one here?
You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
What about the Dragonborn?
What about? Wait. Are you? Were you the one the Greybridge were calling? I'll bring everything we have on them. But it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
Why should I want anything? Why can't I simply be sociable with my colleagues?
I'm busy right now, Colette.
Fucking rude.
Fine.
Whatever.
Have a nice day.
You take your work very seriously.
Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials.
Are there any special books you're looking for?
As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian and devoted all his time to research and study, but more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us.
Shalador's Insights. Alright, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I think I need to do the full college quest line to get the Equilibrium spell, which is a bit of a pain. Okay, he has not given me any information.
I don't want to see you treating any of these.
I'm looking for an Elder Scroll.
What do you plan to do with it?
Tell me more about the Elder
Scrolls.
Scrolls.
Know what you're at? I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't even have the proper questions. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness. Even so, the divines usually take the reader's sight as a price.
A price for what?
The simplest way to put it is knowledge, but there's nothing simple about an Elder Scroll. It's a reflection of all possible futures and all possible pasts. Each reader sees different reflections through different lenses, and may come away with a different reading. But at the same time, all of it is true, even the falsehoods, especially the falsehoods.
Who wrote the Elder Scrolls?
It would take a month to explain to you how that very question doesn't even make sense. The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond and beneath, before and after. They are bits of divine-made substance, so we could know them. Sorry, talking about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and vague metaphors like that. Some people who study them devoutly go mad.
Alright, so do you have one that I could use?
You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
Do you at least have any information on them?
Of course. I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. All right, then.
Are you telling me I have to go down a certain path of fucking speech just so you can fucking...
And what do you plan to do with it? An elder...
This
to
is
read
so
an elder...
stupid.
Even so, the divines usually take the reader's sight as a price. You think that even if it would be kept under the highest security, the greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it?
Actually, I've forgotten what I was looking for. What's that? Oh, yes, thank you. I will.
The fuck? I need to find one and I was told you could help.
I don't know who told you that, but I'll do what I can. What we do have are plenty of books. I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. A mage is only as good as what he knows. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have...
What the fuck?
come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. Until next time.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them. You've been spending a fair bit of time with Sergius lately, I see.
What? Why the audacity? How dare you imply such a thing?
Calm down. Why are you overreacting?
You can see me?
I was going to ask if the two of you are collaborating on research.
Of course I can.
Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible. Or at least transparent.
This is why I avoid being social.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
So he has all of his miscellaneous apparel. Could probably get away with like enchanting all this shit first before doing that.
Farewell.
And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what... An elder's... To read an elder... Even so, the divines usually take the readers. The simplest... It's a reflect... Each reader's... But at the same time, all... You think that it would be kept under the highest security? I don't know who told... I'll bring every... So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Until next time.
Is the game just glitching on me? Like, I don't understand what the fuck I'm supposed to do. How come he won't... What's he doing? What is he doing? This is ridiculous. I always have trouble on this fucking quest step because it just doesn't fucking. It just shows a waypoint above his head and nothing else happens.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance?
I'm looking for an Elder
And
Scroll.
what do you plan to do with it?
Tell me more.
To read an even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a... You think that it would be kept under the highest security? The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
I need to find one, and I was told you could help.
I don't know who told... I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. All right, then.
Okay, so he walks, he goes to the thing.
Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
Oh. Just dumps them on the counter, okay.
My dearest Urag. How are you today, my green-skinned friend?
Did you need something, Colette?
I only wish to escape the constant glaring of my colleagues and discover an opportunity for
What do you think
Your
you're doing?
Arcanium is so lovely.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, it's stealing.
I see.
Don't fret, my fanged acquaintance. I shan't trouble you a bit. Restoration is Take a look.
God, she doesn't sound too fucking... Okay, books, restoration. Close wounds, fast healing, great ward, heal other. God, I can't afford both of them, that's annoying.
Oh. Right then.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
This Ruminations book is incomprehensible.
Aye, that's the work of Septimus Cygnus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls, but, well, he's been gone for a long while. Too long.
He's dead?
Oh no, I hope not. But even I haven't seen him in years, and we were close. Became obsessed with the Dwemer. Took off north saying he had found some old artifact. Haven't seen him since. Somewhere in the ice fields, if you want to try to find him.
Alright, let's have a look. Apparel, potions of haggling.
Once again. So you wish to master the arcane arts?
Apparel, okay, college boots. Okay, books. Okay, let's have a look. Close wounds and heal other. There we are, I'll do. Turn on dead meh. Expert rolls of robs of restoration. I don't have any need for that. Okay, books. wounds, heal over. Okay, restoration. Heal over is adept, and close wound is also adept, so we're going to need to get adept recovery.
Just because I don't... I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Level up. Magicka. I'll do it.
Yeah? What?
That felt
All right,
refreshing.
There we go. That'll do. That's all we wanted to do. I know it took so long to fucking just get who we wanted to get. Oh wait, we can still train a couple of times on under restoration, but it will cost us a pretty bit. Fucking hell, to keep us move. Of course, we have zero chance of getting our money back.
Spells and incantations for those with a talent to cast them. I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
There we go. Level up twice with that. Right, restoration's a pain to level up.
Alright then.
So... What the fuck? Wow. My leg, like, barely struck. What the fuck? Why is everything tangled here? My hard drive just fell on the floor and smashed. Well, didn't smash, but... Well, it's disconnected. Fuck me. What the hell? Hang on a minute. How the fuck did my hard drive get fucking yanked on the floor like that? It's not even like my bloody... So that's the problem with this fucking... Me and this fucking desk. I can touch one... I can just stroke up against one thing lightly and fucking shit falls everywhere. Alright, give me a second. Let me check if its hard drive is actually functioning still.